What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the Korrupted Judge, and welcome back to Helltaker. The game that, honestly, kind of leaves you in suspense, depending on what goes on. Guys, this is part 2 of the Luci's third date. If you guys haven't seen the last part, I'll leave a link in the description to the first one if you guys want to check it out. But, to put a long story short, we've gotten Luci, Beals, and Justice's backstory, as well as a lot more information in regards to the whole lore type in this game specifically, in 133 universe. Luci has just asked us if we still want to know the information on how to get out of the void. This question is likely a make or break. Because way back when, Lorenzo Lucky told me that the third date will happen automatically for Beelzebub, but I need to have the right questions and answers for Luci. She asked me what I wanted to hear and what kind of question I wanted to ask her. I had either the option to ask what she's hiding from Cerberus, which I'll probably do in a separate video, maybe. And the one that I chose was, is there a way out of the void? After hearing the backstory, she's asking whether or not we still want to know if there's a way out. And I've had a little bit of time to give it some thought, like I gave myself an hour after doing the first part. I've come to the conclusion that we need to know. And if that's not the right answer, then odds are I'll do another video where it is the right answer. But now there is now the possibility that this could be the last video of Second Circle. So, let's get ready, guys, and hopefully this isn't the last and we still have a couple more to go. With that said, let's kick it a nickel. Yes, I believe that Beelzebub has changed from the demon you once knew. And even if she has it, we can bind her again if we need to. You've got confidence. Albeit slightly misplaced. You underestimate Beelzebub, Taker. The things she'll do to see her ambitions through. But very well. I shall tell you the key. I'm pretty sure she's putting more emphasis on key. Like, maybe it's an actual physical key. Because if you look at the sentence, she has the letter K capitalized. So, normally you don't capitalize a letter unless it's kind of like a noun, like a name, place, thing, or idea, something like that. So, when she says key, I feel like she means a physical key. So there is a way out? Well, yes and no. I couldn't bring myself to coincide a former friend to a bleak eternity based solely on suspicion. So I added a little caveat to her sentence. If she can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that she is not the threat I believe her to be, the key will make itself known to her. So the key's inside the abyss with her. All she has to do is escape to prove herself. Prove herself to be what? Oh wait, that was Luci said the last sentence, my bad. That's for me to know. But rest assured, the monster I thought I was imprisoning would never be able to escape, no matter how long she tried. It remains Beelzebub's responsibility to shackle her Leviathan and prove herself worthy of release. Oh, music's back up. All that suspense, and now the music's back up again. Luci takes your hand in hers, squeezing them firmly. It's good to know I have your confidence. You know full well you have more than that. Yeah, I know. Oh my, Taker, so forwards. Run out of roundabouts already, have you? Oh, we finally got the picture! Bruh, I said this in part 1, and I'm gonna say it again in part 2. Luci looks absolutely amazing in that dress. Also, why is the fire pink? Like, also, there's a lot I do in this type of stuff, but one thing I always notice is that Dana O'Hara, the artist for the game, kind of goes back and forth between hulked out Taker and normal Taker. I'm not one for hulked out Taker. I don't like it. It doesn't look right. It's not an anatomy wise, I guess. So if you look at this Taker, and compare it to the picture we got in Justice's second date, you could tell that there's more or less a very big difference in muscle mass, I guess. Is it an inconsistency? Probably. Does it really matter? Not really. Just my opinion. Luci gently tugs on your fingers, pulling you towards her. The candlelit light flickers in her eyes, reflecting something strange you haven't seen there before. Happiness? Regret? Or both? Might as well enjoy ourselves here while we can. Wouldn't you agree? You nod and she smiles. Leaning forward, she tilts her head. Her lips set on an unmistakable target. Your own. No! Something better happen to stop this kiss. The only kiss I've gotten is from Judgment, and I'm keeping it that way. You close your eyes, leaning into the approaching kiss. Luci's free hand cups the back of your head, softly guiding your lips towards her. Okay, now they're prolonging this more than it should be, so I'm gonna guess it's gonna be interrupted. You feel her hot breath on your mouth and part your lips to meet hers. I love when they do that. Oh man, they just completely cut it out. I love it. Oh man, they did that in Sajada's third date too. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Ugh, you're gonna make me barf, usurper. Okay, I think we all know who this is. How about you put your newest boy toy down and greet your nemesis like a proper lady? Luci's mouth is perhaps a quarter of an inch from your O when she turns towards the newcomer. Oh, and the music changed. It's not the music I would have thought. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not been keeping up with this series, I'd like you all to meet Satanas, basically the embodiment of the sin of wrath, and a huge punk rock character that I may or may not like. Oh man, they finally gave her some sprites. This is gonna be interesting. The interrupter is a woman and unmistakably demonic in origin. Hold up, what's with her horn? It looks like it's been cut off or something. Like there's just scribble. What the heck? If the shock of the white hair that seems to explode from her skull isn't enough of a giveaway, her crimson eyes and curved ivory horns complete the picture. But looks like she's missing part of her horn. Also, the hair thing, that's kind of like a judgment thing, the way it like bursts out. Unlike the other demons you've encountered so far, this demon fashion sense appears to have been sourced from a local mosh pit. She stands a half a head taller than most demons, a feature only enhanced by tattered combat boots laced up her calves. Oh my god. This is like my kind of fashion sense, if I'm going to be honest with you. Her outfit is a disjointed mass of fishnets and leather. A slim guitar is hanging over one of her shoulders, and from the dents covering the surface, you can tell it's been well used. Ah, now look at these two here. Completely different. And if I look closely, Satanas' horns have like almost the same shape as Luci's, only bigger. Ah, Satanas, I see you're merely fashionably late, as opposed to insultingly. I wasn't expecting you to arrive so promptly. Unlike you, I'm single and I'm single-minded in my obsessions. Clearly. Grunting, the demon slings her guitar over the back of the chair before taking her seat. Leaning back in the chair, she places her tattered combat boots on the ivory tablecloth. The gesture one of contempt and disregard. Okay, yeah, she's like a really punk rock. So I'm guessing Satanas kind of has the attitude of Zadrada, but also has her own fashion sense. And also has the hairstyle of Judgment. I kind of like it. Though I think her clothes are probably almost as revealing. Who knows? Ooh! Yep, that horn is broken, but I want to know what this weird scribble thing that's coming out of it is. Like, was that intentional, or... Very ritzy, this place. It ill suits a pretender such as you. I do hope it's not inductive of what you've done to my castle in hell. Uh, um, Undeterred by the open hostility demonstrated by the new demon, Luci maintains her polite tone of voice. You look positively famished, practically wasting away. Can I order you something to eat? Ooh, fire! Me like. No thank you, Viper. No thank you. Vipers like you deliver their venom through feasts as easily as they do through fangs. Okay, I have a feeling that some people don't understand why they call her why she calls Luci a viper, or a lot of people do. In the Bible, it's told that a snake, or a quote-unquote viper, went up to Eve, who was the first female human, and convinced her to eat an apple from like the tree of knowledge and power and blah 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 blah. It later turned out to be Lucifer, who was the snake. So now, if this is taken a biblical sense, that's why most people refer to Luci here as a viper. Quit dodging the topic at hand, Lucifer. We're here to strike a deal, nothing more. Luci smiles a lipless smile and gestures the attendant waiter to find someone else to bother. To business, then. Despite the somewhat historic nature of the ultimatum your henchwomen delivered my servant, I believe I have what it is you seek. Ooh, more fire! I'm starting to like her more and more. 133, your OCs are 100% dead on. Oh, you have you? Luci inclines her head. I've reached my decision. If it is all you desire, I'm prepared to make an exchange. You would agree to let my subjects go, hang on. I'm sorry, the music's a little bit loud in my head, so I'm kind of trying to focus. Okay. If it is all you desire, I'm prepared to make an exchange. You agree to let my subjects go unmolested on this plane, and in exchange, I will forfeit. Wait, what? I will forfeit my. No. I'm not losing Luci. Okay, as extremely interesting as Sathanas is, I'm sticky to the core 10 demons? Core 10, 13 if I'm core 10, 12 if I'm gonna count all three of Severus's bodies. What? Luci, no, you can't do this. Under the table, Luci squeezes your thigh reassuringly. However, she does not break eye contact with the demon sitting across the table. That's what you're here for, isn't it, Sathanas? Sathanas the Wrathful. You want revenge for me disposing you of all those years ago, don't you? Oh, trust me, I'd love to rip that pretty little head off your shoulders, but your pride betrays you once more, usurper. Okay, this sentence right here proves that Luci is actually the embodiment to the sin of pride. A lot of this stuff in lore, you have to look at it through how they're spelling a lot of stuff and everything like that. That's why when a lot in the past videos, you guys see me screwing up sometimes because of how some words are spelled and worded. They capitalize the word pride. You don't do that unless it's a title here. Because it's not a thing, it's not a place. It is a name because a title could be a name. So Luci, before becoming the CEO, I'm going to guess that she was Lucifer the Prideful. Something like that. Is it biblical? I have no idea. I can't remember. I don't want your life. I want to take back what is mine. Luci's brows raise a fraction of an inch before furrowing them again. Sathanas' proclamation has undoubtedly caught her off guard. Picking up her glass of wine, she idly sips it while pondering the reprobate demon across the table. Have your years in exile adulated your mind, Sathanas? I'm offering you my head, and the throne along with it. I doubt anyone in my household has a mind to challenge your claim. I mean, yeah, the house is currently divided, thanks to Zedrata. Fire! Sathanas laughs, a husky, spiteful chuckle that makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. You really don't get it, do you? Oh, what am I thinking? Of course you don't. You were always so big picture. You never learned to notice the little things. So Thanos' gestures towards you with a black nailed hand. Oh no, she wants me, doesn't she? Take this human, for example. You're, you've gone so long without acknowledging your mutual feelings, the tension is practically boiling off you. I don't. That's not. That's irrelevant. Get to the point already, Sathanas, before I lose my patience completely. Hang on, I'm trying to look at them. If this is like their canon height the way the sprites are right now, then yeah, Sathanas is like half a head taller. Heh, alright then. I want something back that was at the time freely given. And while I know it's in such bad taste to take back a gift, I find myself rather unable to live without it. What's going on? Sathanas stands up as she leans across the table, embers dribbling from across her mouth as she delivers her demands. Ooh, picture! Bruh, and there's Abby in the background! She's everywhere! Oh, the Helltaker music. You know it's intense when the Helltaker music comes on. I want my horn back, Yusufer. Nothing more. Oh, that's why. Okay, so it wasn't like a mistake or something. She took the horn. Luci's mouth twists, setting into a firm, lipless line. Why, dear Sathanas? I haven't the slightest idea where that thing is. Last time I saw it, you broke it off yourself in the last-ditch effort to hurt me. Sathanas throws back her head and roars with laughter. A tongue of flame shoots out from between her teeth, illuminating the alcove with a sickly orange glare. Ha! And didn't I succeed in that little venture? But don't play dumb, Yusufer. We both know exactly where I left my horn, and how I get it back. Oh, okay. A lot of the story's starting to come together now. In Lucy's second date, as most of you should know by now, she explained this whole situation, how she overthrew all of the four lords with some help from Beale, Justice, and somebody else. Sathanas, in a last-ditch effort to succeed, tried to kill Lucy, but ended up killing this fourth member. Which, and very far in the past, I remember Lorenzo Lucky telling me that, well, actually, I'll save that for when I do, like, the third date reviews. So, I'm guessing Sathanas broke her horn off and tried to kill Lucy, but if that's the case and she missed, then it's embedded in the back, because she literally stabbed her in the back of this mystery demon that fought alongside Lucy. The stem of the wine glass shatters, crushing into powder by Lucy's grip. The bowl, still half filled with the red liquid, falls to the ground, shattering across the polished wooden floor of the restaurant. Almost at once, an attendant trots out from the wings of the kitchen, mop and rag poised to clean up the mess. However, at the seething look from both the women sitting at the table, the attendant wisely beats a hasty retreat back out of sight. When it finally comes, Lucy's reply is as cold and unyielding as iron. I was prepared to offer you my own life, if it meant those close to me could live in peace. But it appears that you once again wish to exact a toll upon me that is too costly to pay, and I will never, never forgive you for the things you've done. You would take the same life, twice, and ask me to do it with my own hands? And all for what? A chance at a return of your shattered powers? You know as well as I do that happens. No, you know as well as I do what happens to a demon if their horns are damaged. Hold on. So, I know in Beelzebub's second date, she explained to us that demons' horns don't turn white from age. They turn white when you have basically ascended to a new stage of power. Think of it as Dragon Ball Z when Saiyans ascend to like Super Saiyan 2, 3, 4, God, Blue, all that kind of stuff. Their hair changes. So when a demon ascends to a new level of power, like how Beale can turn into her big fly form, when you change back to a normal demon state, your horns stay white, signifying that you've gone up in that level of power. So, Luci's horns are white, so she has that ability. Satana's are white, but broken. So I'm going to guess because they're broken, she is not able to reach that ascended power. Abby's is white, Maymon's is white, and Belphegor's is white. So far, pretty much all the sins all have the capability of changing into this monster. And I'm guessing what Luci's trying to imply is that even if they give Satana her other half of the horn, she may never recover all these powers. It's only a what if. You're a ticking time bomb and you know it. There's nothing you can do to stop the inevitable. Okay, a ticking time bomb. Oh, wait. Let me expand on this a little bit. So if the horns break, not only do you get your powers back, but I guess you have a chance to expire, I guess? I guess that's how you kill a demon, you break the horns? Satana smirks, her filed teeth glittering in the candlelight. Well, it's a good thing you exiled the underworld's layman along with me then, isn't it? Satana snaps her fingers, the sound echoing off the marble columns that pepper the inside of the... Oh, great. What's the name of this restaurant again? The Paladin, I guess? Oh, the picture's gone. Once more, a waiter appears, only this time it isn't the short, well-dressed man who showed you at your table. The new waiter is dressed in a baggy, ill-fitting outfit, almost a parody of the trim tuxedos worn by the rest of the staff. And familiar eyes peer at you with an exhaustion-worn face. Abby? You shouldn't be here. Things could get messed... With one hand, Abby reaches up her hand, grasps her hair, and pulls. How did he not know she was a demon? Oh, wait. I just put something together. Okay, she does have a snake, or viper, I guess. That doesn't mean that she did the biblical thing I was talking about earlier. As soon as I saw that snake, it hit me. Zedrada's second date, when she made us go on this weird hippie high trip. Okay? At one point, in the restaurant, Taker claims to be seeing a snake on the counter, looking dead at him. I think he said a white snake. That was Abby's, because she's got the white snake here. That is weird. Also, Abby looks good in her Helltaker uniform. I really like it. The short wig is removed, freeing a cascade of milky white hair to draft across her face. Without the hat on, two white horns are visible, poking through her hair. You're a demon? How did you not know? Honestly, I'm pretty sure everyone else knew that by then. Luci narrows her eyes at Abby, and her scowl deepens. Abaddon, when the other girls mentioned an omnipresent, job-hopping slob, I had my suspicions. Okay. But, you know what, I'm gonna stop questioning it. But I never imagined you'd be roped into working for her. You were always the most independent of the four. I always respected that about you. Tell me, how does it feel to sell out to this short-sighted berserker? I don't know what it is. I really like Abby. Can't complain. Well, I would, but creative thought positively exhausts me. Yep, that's Abby the Sloth. Abaddon here is surprisingly good at mortal jobs. She's been the one keeping us fed and clothed this whole time. And that's not all she's picked up. Oh wait, is she gonna bring up the fact that we woke her up at the winery? Because this is the game file where I still woke her up. Oh man, this is gonna suck. Oh yeah. I assisted a mortal physician for a time, long enough to pick up a thing or two about surgery. I'm pretty sure it's possible to reattach her horn, long as I'm careful with it. Be that as it may, my answer remains the same. I showed you mercy once before. Rest assured, I will not be making that same mistake again. Very well. If you will not give it willingly, you leave me, us, no choice. Sathanas extends one clawed hand to point a damning finger at Luci. O queen, O liege, there shall be no peace between us. What? There is nowhere you can run, and nowhere you can hide to escape the unchecked wrath of Sathanas. Nothing short of heart's blood shall sway me from my unholy cause. Consider this the end of our first and last negotiation. No! Please tell me she didn't! Reaching up behind her, Sathanas swings her guitar over her head into the table of at meteoric speed. I heard squishy sounds. A flash of light and a deafening crack sends you reeling, and even behind your trademark glasses, you feel the retina smolder. When you regain your vision, you see the stone table has been riven in two by the forced blow. Sathanas and Abaddon are gone. Disappeared during the light show. Oh, she's alive! I swear I heard like a squishy sound, like as if she cut through somebody. I honestly got scared. Looks like time's done nothing to soften her temper, nor her fondness for melodrama. She always had a flair for the overdramatic. Looks like we'll have to put off dinner for now. I'm sure the rest of the girls will want to hear about this. And I can think of at least one I need to have a serious talk with. I'm guessing Luci. Ladies and gentlemen, that was really interesting. A lot has been taken in, guys. A lot of lore has been said, and a lot of theories are now in my head. So, now for one of the bigger questions. Is this the last Second Circle video for the next little while? No! Because I succeeded. Ladies and gentlemen, Beelzebub is in the roster! Lorenzo Lucky told me that if I did everything right, she will show up, but I thought it was going to be like an automatically skip to her date. I now have a chance to go in there whenever I want, which means we have at least one more video left to go. The question is, can we get Beel out of the void? This is going to be so much fun. But we're going to have to save that until the next one, guys. With that said, I'm the Korrupted Judge, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you around.